Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and in today's practice, we are going to move into some core strengthening exercises to help support healthy weight loss. As a part of good weight loss, we've got to work on tightening and toning and building strength through those muscles that hadn't been used for a while. So this is going to be an awesome practice to help you tune back in to your inner core strength. So go ahead and like this video, leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. When you're all set, you can go ahead and roll out your mat and let's get ready to do some work. We're going to begin our practice in a comfortable seat. We're just going to start with some nice, easy warm-up so we can begin to awaken the body's energy before we move into some deeper work. So let yourself get settled in, easing into a comfortable seat. Then you can close your eyes and just tune into your breathing here. Taking those slow, deep, relaxed breaths. Let yourself begin to tune out the distractions of the mind, whatever happened in your day before this, or whatever might happen after. Allow yourself to fully arrive in this moment, showing up for yourself right now. And on your next inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky. Take a nice big lift, reaching up through your spine. Stretch through the sides of your waist as you extend your fingertips up. You can even shrug your shoulders up towards your ears so you feel a definite stretch along the sides of your waist. Hug your belly up and in, engaging through the strength of your core. And we're going to inhale just a little bit more. See if you can reach up a little bit higher. Then as you exhale, softly float your fingertips down to your shoulders. Still lifting through core center. We're going to inhale, twisting to the left. Then as you exhale, twist to the right. So this is the movement. Coordinating the movement with your breath. Inhale left, exhale right. So finding that flow and a nice momentum with the breath. Now, as you twist, engage through the core. We're waking up the obliques and starting to build some heat in the body. See if you can pick up the pace for these last few moments here. Twisting, inhale left, exhale right for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to center, stretch your arms to the sky, retain the breath at the top, reaching up as high as you can, lift your belly up and in. Then exhale, slowly release, floating your hands down towards your knees. Just let your arms relax, let your belly relax, let your breathing relax. And already, just like that, we've started to build some heat, awakening some energy in your core. Now we are going to continue that practice by moving into breath of fire. This is another wonderful breath for activating the core muscles while also stimulating healthy metabolism and building that internal fire. So breath of fire is a powerful breath. You'll inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, you can force the air out through your teeth. And this breath is really coming through from your belly. So as you inhale, you can practice with me now. Inhale and expand your belly outward. And then as you exhale, we're going to force the belly in, forcing the air out through your teeth. So it's a deep belly breath. So let's just practice a few times slowly. Inhale through your nose, expanding your belly out. Then as you exhale, force the belly in. Strong and powerful. So that's the idea. You've got it. So now what really makes this breath powerful and where we bring in the fire is by picking up the pace. So see if you can follow along with me. If it's helpful, you can bring your hands onto your belly just to stay connected to that feeling of the belly pumping the breath, okay? So let's try it together. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm gonna stop talking, just try to follow the rhythm of my breath. You get the idea. Forcing the air out with the strength of your core. Now we're gonna see if we can pick up the pace to build even more heat. For these last few breaths, see if you can go as fast as you can. Inhale, retain the breath at the top. Hug your belly up and in, reach up as high as you can. Hold it, hold it. Then exhale, slowly release. Relaxing your hands down. Feel that heat in your belly. Feel the energy that you've cultivated from within. Already feeling awesome. Now hug your knees in towards your chest. You're gonna bring your feet flat to the floor. Bring your hands to the mat behind you. We are going to move into a reverse tabletop position. Now, a couple of things to note before we move into this practice. You want to make sure that your hands are wide enough apart. We want to bring your fingertips towards the edges of your mat. Now, I'm going to give you two options in this exercise, okay? Option one, level one practice, is an inhale to lift into your reverse tabletop. Then you'll exhale to gently lower your hips back down. So that's phase one if you're just building strength. Once you're feeling stronger and you want a little more of a challenge, phase two option is this. Inhale to lift into that reverse tabletop. Then your exhale will lower your hips and actually begin to draw your hips through your arms, extending through your legs. And then we inhale to rock forward again. So the hips never come down to the floor. All right, so we're gonna move through that together and you have either option. Coordinating your movement with your breath. We inhale to rise. Lifting your hips up as high as you can, stretch through your chest and shoulders, then exhale to lower the hips down, either to the floor or all the way back and through. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Let's inhale, press those hips up as high as you can. Then exhale down, pulling it all the way back if you're going there. Then we'll slowly release back to your seat. Wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself a little squeeze, congratulating yourself for a job well done. Then again, we'll place the feet down, hands come down to the mat behind you. Then from here, we are going to practice another exercise in two phases, phase one or phase two. Phase one, you can keep your hands down on the floor as we work the practice. Phase two, once you're feeling stronger, you can bring your hands up towards your chest, okay? But let's set it up first. With your feet and your hands on the floor, press against the mat so you lift and lengthen through your spine. So we want to feel that sense of extension and not slouching and rounding through the back. So actually press and lift, extending your spine long, then hug your belly up and in from there. Then gently rock back on your hips so your shins come parallel to the floor. And then again, you have the option to keep the hands down or bring the hands up. Inhale to draw your knees in towards your chest. Then as you exhale, reach your body long. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So again, your hands could be on the floor. Whatever helps you find the best practice for yourself today. Coordinating the movement with the breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lengthen. Do as many as you can. If you need to take a break, take a break. But we're really working to build the challenge, build the strength, burn those calories, and tone through the waist. Let's go one more in, one more out. Then inhale to draw your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Let your belly relax. Take a little break. You've done a really great job. Nice work. All right. We're going to work a little bit of twist here. We're going to set up the pose in the same way. And yet again, you can keep your hands on the floor if that's best for you today, or challenge, you can bring your hands to your heart. Okay, we're going to rock. Let's see. Start by lifting and lengthening the spine, right? First things first, extend your spine, hug your belly in. And then we'll rock your hips back, floating your feet, your shins parallel to the floor. Hands down, hands up. Your choice. We're going to twist, bringing your left rib cage towards your right thigh, and then alternating the other way. So again, your hands could be down, supporting you in this twist, or we can bring the hands to the heart, giving you a little more range of motion and a little more challenge in the twist. Oh yes. Try to keep the spine long if you can. We don't want to round and slouch through the back. Try to feel that extension up through the crown of your head as we twist left and right for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Hug the knees in. Let your belly relax. Feeling so good, feeling so proud of yourself. Now we are going to come onto your side. So you can pick one side or the other. You're going to come onto your hip and bring that forearm down onto the floor. Rotate your palm down to the mat so we have like an internal rotation of the lower forearms. Okay, from here, you're gonna extend your legs out, either stacking one foot in front of the other, maybe stacking the feet on top of each other. If you need more support here, you can bring that top foot flat to the floor. Okay, so you have some options where you wanna bring those legs, and then we'll bring the right hand to your hip or top hand to the hip. And then we dip. I dip, you dip, we dip. Bringing that hip towards the floor, then lifting it up. One foot in front of the other, or bringing that foot flat to the mat to support. All right, let's do 2 more. Down and up. Yes, down and up. You got it. Release. Bend those knees to the side, whichever arm was on the floor. Reach it up and over, stretching through the side of your waist. You've got it. Feeling so good? Then bring that hand to the opposite knee and twist. Getting a nice little rotation in the spine. And then we'll come to the other side, just like that. So you can roll to the other side or swing your legs around. Make it work for you. Then we're going to bring that forearm to the floor, rotating your palm down onto the mat, and then you find the best position for your legs that works for your practice wherever you're at. Stacking the feet, bringing one in front of the other, or bringing that top foot to help support the weight. Then you can bring the top arm, hand to the hip, and then you dip, I dip, we dip. Let's dip it out. Lower and lift. Try not to just collapse down. We want to just barely, kiss the floor, or maybe not even touch. Just lowering that hip. You got it for 3, 2, and 1. Oh, yes. Good work. Coming onto that hip, bend the knees. The arm that was down is going to reach up and over, stretching through the side of your waist. Feeling so good. Then circle it up and around, bringing your hand to your opposite knee. Twist through your spine. Good work. And slowly release, coming back to center. Now we're going to bring both forearms down onto your mat. So you can roll over onto your belly here. Bringing both forearms down. Interlace your hands at the front of your mat so you have a nice triangle with your arms. Then we're gonna curl your toes under, tone through the strength of your legs, real straight and strong here. Oh yes. Now, push those forearms into the mat so that you lift up your hips. Hugging your belly up and in, we're gonna dip it out here, side to side with a little twist. Right hip, left hip. Right hip, left hip. Okay, so we're twisting it side to side. It's easier if you bring your hips way up and over. More of a challenge to keep the hips a little lower. So let's dip it out for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees, sink your hips to your heels. Take a little child's pose. Come back to a gentle, steady breath. And at the end of your exhale here, go ahead and slide forward onto your belly again. Going back onto your tummy. Now, a lot of people think about core work as just the abs, just in the front. But in reality, our core is composed of not only the abs, but also the obliques and the muscles along the back as well. This is supporting the core of your trunk. So we've got to do some strength and toning in the back as well. So let's just start with a Cobra Pose, which seems simple because we do it all the time, but I want you to follow along with me and really get those muscle activations working, okay? So as you bring your chest down onto the mat, you'll have your hands along either side of your chest and just spread those fingertips wide so you really activate the strength of your hands. And turning the tops of your feet to the floor, hug your legs together so there's strength and stability in the legs. Now, before we do anything else, roll the tops of your shoulders up towards the sky. So you'll squeeze your shoulder blades together. So already you should feel some action in the upper back. Keeping that strength in the upper back, hugging your shoulder blades together, slowly begin to peel your heart away from the earth. Gently curling your chest up. Now imagine pulling your elbows down towards your hips. We're not really pushing with the hands as much as pulling the elbows down. Rolling your shoulders down away from your ears, finding length along the back of your neck. Your back should be feeling nice and strong right now. Let's take it one step further and see if you can float your feet, your legs away from the earth. Keep pulling those elbows down towards your hips. Oh yes, you rock. Let's slowly release, bringing your hands one in front of the other, and just stack your forehead onto your hands. Breathe into your back body as you let yourself relax here. So really, really melt. Super soft moment. Catch your breath. And when you're ready, we're going to come back to our setup. Hugging your legs together behind you, pressing the tops of your feet to the floor. Bringing your hands alongside your body, we're going to lift the shoulders, hugging your shoulder blades together. Then gently peel your chest away from the mat. Think about drawing your elbows down towards the floor. Now, this time we're just going to lift the right leg away from the mat. Curling the chest up, drawing the elbows down towards your hip. Lift that right leg, then reach that left arm out. Inhale, see if you can reach it a little higher. Then slowly bring the left hand down, right leg down, and we switch. Left leg reaches up, right arm reaches out. Inhale, see if you can come a little higher. Oh yes, then gently release. This time we'll press back to a child's pose, bringing your hips to your heels. Stretch your back, reaching your arms nice and long. Take a deep breath into your back body. Then exhale all the way. And we'll slowly slide forward onto your belly one more time. From here, press the tops of your feet to the mat. We'll inhale and curl your chest up, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Pull your shoulder or your elbows down towards your hips. And we're going to hug those legs up off the mat, squeezing the thighs together as you lift your hips. See if you can extend both arms out in front of you. Maybe lifting up even higher. Let's add an extra layer of fun by paddling out the hands and feet. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Keep the heart lifted. Keep reaching those legs as straight as you can as you paddle right and left, right and left, right and left. Good work, friends. Gently release. Press yourself back into that child's pose. Breathe into your back body as you slow it down and come back to center. All right. Walk your hands in. Press yourself up to kneeling. And you can slide your hips off to one side and swing your legs around in front of you. Go ahead and come down onto your back. Bringing your feet flat to the floor. We're just going to rock it out with some classic crunches because, you know, it's the real deal. It works, right? Bring your hands behind your head, anchoring your feet flat to the floor, bringing your shins parallel. We're just going to begin to curl it up, hugging the shoulders off the mat, reaching it up and back, up and back. Yeah, find a nice easy rhythm with it. Try to keep the elbows open wide, lifting from your chin, not just tucking in, but lifting up. We really tighten and tone through your core center as you lift into this beautiful crunch. Yes. All right. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. And gently release down. And now extend your arms out towards your feet. Fingertips reaching to the feet. Now, we're going to curl your head and shoulders off the mat, floating your hands off the floor. Now we're going to reach, tapping the ankles right to left, right to left, right to left. Maybe you can even reach towards your toes. Go ahead and max it out. Why not? Reach as far as you can from side to side, engaging through the obliques, through the side body, really tightening and toning, shaping up through the waist. Work it. Build that heat. Say yes to your power, yes to your strength. You've got this. For 5, yes. 4, yes. 3, yes. 2, yes. 1 more, yes. Hug your knees in. Let your belly relax. Take some slow, deep breaths. Letting your breathing slow down, coming back to neutral. So good. And extend your legs out. Reach your arms overhead. Stretch your body so long. Take that nice full body stretch, 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 stretch. Then gently roll yourself over to the side and press yourself back up into a seat. Let yourself get settled, coming back into that nice easy seat where we first began our practice. Just close your eyes here and tune into the flow of your breathing. Feel all that warmth and energy that you've built in your core. This is connected to your solar plexus chakra, that energy center that motivates your will, your self-discipline, governs action, getting things done, governs your metabolism, that energy production. So just breathe some bright golden light down into your belly, feeling that warmth, that energy that you've cultivated. You can bring your hands onto your belly, transferring the warmth, the heat from your hands, circulating it right back into your core center. Taking some full deep breaths, just feel a deep sense of gratitude for your body and all of the hard work that it does for you day in and day out. Feeling so much gratitude to yourself for committing to this time on your mat. And I thank you for allowing me to be your guide and to share with you in the journey. Please stay connected to the community. You can find me on all my social media at Jen Hilman and at my website, jenhilman.com. You go and have yourself a beautiful day, and I'll see you on your mat again soon.